everybody to Workhorse Trivia. I'm your host, Hunter Chambliss. I'm joined by my co-host, Chad Webb. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we did one of these already, so now we're doing another one. And in the middle of us here, we have our first champion, Mr. Steve Mesa.
Yes,
How's
we
it going,
do.
Steve?
I thought I was in the middle.
No, you're
Well,
you're in the middle.
between us.
I'm in between. I'm in between two rocks. No, man, I'm doing really good. I'm glad to be the inaugural Workhorse champion, and with that, you guys gave me a chance to pick the topic. And so like when we were doing the last trivia, I was getting freshened up on doing 2000 movies trivia. I'm like, well, let's do 2000 movie trivia, and here we are with four other competitors trying to take me off my my high horse.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
yep. You heard him
we
right.
didn't go-
We're doing 2000s trivia, and
Yep.
that is anything from 2000 2009. Hunter, why don't you introduce the rest of our
year 2000.
below me, we have Shannon Briggs.
Hello.
Shannon, how's it going, man?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just looking forward to another fun night of movie trivia.
Awesome. Beside him, dead center, JPO. How's it going, man?
It's good. It's year 2000. What the fuck was that? Sorry. Yeah, it's the year 2000. We're still collecting VHSs. The WWE, still the WWF. Buffy's still on. What a time to be alive.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is. Beside him, we have Mr. Chris Diaz. Chris, how's it going, man?
Doing good. Happy to be back on your channel, Hunter. And yeah, 2000, the year of a lot of best stuff we grew up on. Comic book movies, stuff we love, and the best animated movie came out this day, too.
That is very true. And then our final competitor, Brian Nussbaum. Brian, how's it going, man?
It's good. 2000 was a great year for movies, some great comedies. JP's favorite movie of all time was in 2000, shows such as Small Spine. And it's good to be here with Pizza Papa and Shabadoo.
Shabadoo.
Chabadoo.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of Shabadoo, JPO seems to, if he wins, wants to pick Adam Sandler. But I do want to say, you could also choose Buffy. We're not limited to movies here, so
We are not.
that could be fun too.
I'm selling.
Or maybe I'll have to get in there and then choose Buffy.
There you go, Chad. All right. So if you guys are all ready, let's explain how this works. There are 25 questions in round one. Each competitor will write down their answer. If they get it right, they gain 1 point. Nothing happens if they miss it. The final 5 in round 2 will be gain 1, lose 1. So you get it right, you gain 1 point. You miss it, you lose 1 point. You guys understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
All right. If all competitors are ready, let's kick off with our first question in the year 2000s. The question is, what 2006 action drama film stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Jamin Hansu? I have never seen this film, and I am very interested in seeing it because of the cast.
I haven't either.
Same here.
I've seen it. Y'all need to catch up.
Yeah.
I seen it. Y'all need to catch the fuck up.
3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Blood Diamonds.
That is correct.
No.
No.
It is
I'm sorry.
That's
All right.
With no S, but let's go through the other.
Oh, I did not see the S. All right, Shannon.
Blood Diamond.
All right.
That is correct. Chris.
I'm sorry. I got way
I'm
too
sorry,
excited to say
JPO.
no. I'm sorry. But
That is
Blood
correct. That is correct. And
Blood
Brian.
Diamond.
So everyone except for Steve gets a point. Let's move on to the second question.
All right. So question number 2. In No Country for Old Men, Moss retrieves the briefcase and plans to meet Carla Jean at a motel in what Texas city?
I love this movie so much, man.
Oh,
Great movie. Best Picture winner.
It is, yep.
Although I would have
So-
went with Michael Clayton, but I'm weird.
For these questions, I try not to go too deep like last time, but there will be some ones
I feel like you
sprinkled in
did
there.
already.
Two.
On the fucking city.
All right, and we're gonna go to Steve again.
I went with San Antonio.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Shannon.
I don't know.
I went with Dallas.
JPO.
I said Houston.
Chris.
I blinked. I loved this movie.
And
But
Brian.
I
You're
would
gonna
with
try the city?
Shannon, Dallas.
This was a really a deep one Hunter wrote. It's El Paco. El Paco.
No.
El Paso,
Who's
Texas.
in the background?
El
on the
Paso?
poster?
Oh, you wrote El Paco. I thought that was a
Well, that's
real
Hunter's
All
nickname.
day in the city.
deep.
On the streets, Hunter's known as El Paco. So
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
am.
That's his wrestling name.
fucks with El Paco.
All right, let's move on to the third question. In American Psycho, what specific message appears on the ATM machine at the end of the film?
I promise they're not all this hard. They're little
No,
very.
You
they're
need, like-
not.
The exact wording, or are you gonna be lenient on this, or
We'll be lenient. Yeah. If it contains the right information.
Yes. I am not that much of a dick.
well, no, I'm just saying. Sometimes you want specifics, sometimes you're lenient. Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
got
asking.
it.
I have yet to watch this movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just keep going with Steve. It makes it easy.
Yep.
Feed me.
Shannon.
I had Feed Me the Cat. I was thinking there was a cat in that scene.
JPO.
I'm with Shannon. I said, feed me a cat.
It's a cat.
And
I haven't
Chris
seen Midnight Revenge. I have not seen.
and Brian.
Yeah, I see either. I put I see you.
So Shannon and JPO definitely got it. I'm inclined to give it to Steve though, because he at least got Feed Me, even though it wasn't specific to the cat. You want to not give it to him?
I was looking for the cat. As long as you have the cat in the phrasing, I would have gave it to you. But because it's a big moment, he has the cat in his hands, things like that. It's a major part of the scene. So I can
Fair.
give it to Shannon and Jordan. Exact phrasing is feed me a stray cat. But as long as you guys have feed me or cat, I'll accept it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All
All
right.
right, Chad.
Yep.
Let's go to
Going
the
on
next
to question
question.
number 4 is in The Wrestler. What is the name of Randy's top rope headbutt finisher?
This movie made me cry on multiple occasions.
This is one that I'm actually very, very sad that it's a big gap in my. I haven't seen it. I really need to.
It's
Maybe it's
really
sad.
good.
I know. That's an appropriate response.
Oh, fix that
I've
work
been
tomorrow,
wanting
Chad.
to. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Working mostly.
Doing this
All day? All
And
day
then
long?
watching Fargo after.
And then the rest of
5,
it. Good job.
4,
We'll see.
3,
I also have a
2,
baby.
1.
The baby
Steve.
movie.
Ram Jam.
Shannon.
I just went with, I said the Splitter. I had no idea what it was.
JPO.
Yeah, I better get this right. Ram Jam.
Chris.
But I have Ram and I forgot Jam.
And Brian.
So I put the headbutt.
The Ram Jam is correct.
All right.
All right. The 5th question. In Superbad, what song does the drunk men make Evan sing for them at the party?
Oh,
Okay.
This is one of the ones I haven't seen yet that I have to see in comedies, pretty much.
Hmm. I'm not a
The
fan.
posts today are just upsetting. What?
We are breaking JPO's heart.
It is. And I thought it was slightly overrated by some people, but damn, not a fan. And haven't seen? Come on.
Hunter shocked him, and then I shocked him even more.
You did. You
Yep.
kicked me down, and then you're like, well, you're down. Another one.
2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Sexual healing.
Shannon.
These eyes.
dead.
JPO.
I touched myself.
Really?
Chris.
I'm just stating facts. I don't even know what the song is.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Chris.
But
Poker face.
Poker face.
And Brian.
that was close. I put those eyes.
I think Shannon's the only one that got that one.
Yes, Shannon's the only one that can get the point. It is indeed These Eyes.
So after 5, we'll just do a quick score check. Hunter, I believe it's Steve with 1, Shannon with 3, JPO with 3, Chris with 1, and Brian with 1.
That is correct. That's what I have.
All right, cool.
But I have to.
Let's go on to question number 6, which is, when Jenna becomes an adult in 13 going on 30, what specifically is her profession?
Ooh, good question, Chad.
Thanks. I love this movie. It's a great one.
I think this is the earliest movie I remember seeing Mark Ruffalo in, and then not knowing he was the Hulk until I went back and rewatched it.
Nice. Man, I wish he was getting an Oscar this year. He was great in Poor Things.
I still have to watch that movie. I keep hearing great things
Same
about
here.
it.
It's the best.
5, 4, 3,
He's in 54
2.
with Mike Myers.
1. Pins down Steve.
Magazine editor.
And Shannon.
I went with fashion designer intern.
JPO.
I was Steve has. It's a magazine editor.
Chris.
That's fashion reporter.
And Brian.
Yeah, the the editor. I put works at magazine.
Because I said specific, I can't give it to Brian. It is magazine editor. So
Okay.
JPO and Steve got that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
'Cause I would have
Alright.
done that to hedge my bets, but yeah, you said specifics.
All right, so question 7. Who stars in Billy Elliot as the titular character, the younger version?
I think there's an older.
There's an old version?
I think he shows up as an older version at some point. So yeah, who's the younger actor or the
Yeah.
main?
I believe it's focused on the younger one, but yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. I just wanted to be clear.
No, official.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, Steve.
He's really good in All of Us Strangers. Jamie Bell.
Oh yeah, I need to see that.
Shannon.
Jamie Bell.
JPO.
He's like my third favorite thing, Jamie Bell.
Chris.
You should have got nominated for Rocketman, Jamie Bell.
And Brian.
Yeah, I love seeing Barry Topin and Walker Matthew Bell.
Ooh,
Clean
is this the
sweep.
first clean sweep? Nice.
It is.
Thank you,
All
Joe.
right.
All right, question number 8. A song from which acclaimed band's album Kid A plays at the end of Twilight? So I'm looking for the band.
Wait, say that
Ooh.
sentence again. Some kid
Yeah.
what?
A song from which acclaimed band's album Kid A plays at the end of Twilight?
See,
Oh, okay, the album is Kid A.
Yes.
Oh my.
So we are looking for the band.
I'm trying to be as helpful as possible with this one because you know,
Yeah, I
it's
get
a movie community, not necessarily a music community. So
Yeah. 5,
Yes, fuck this movie.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Radiohead.
That and
Shannon.
Ah,
Yeah, even Radiohead needs that sweet royalty money for soundtracks.
JPO.
Mike Cam didn't finish it with Code Romance.
that's the whole point. Nope.
And Brian.
I put Fleetwood Mac.
so it is Radiohead, and Chris got kind of like a Radiohead wannabe. But
All
no,
right.
straight up, I fell in love with Twilight as soon as it ended with those credits because Radiohead.
Boo,
All
this
right,
bad
question.
movie.
Question number 9. What 2000s horror movie has the tagline, "She's evil and not like high school evil"? Without giving anything away, my appreciation for this movie has grown since the first time I watched it.
I feel like that's a hint.
I'll put
No.
yeah, with the sense.
I feel like you
I
just
got
secured
you.
my answer.
I just gave it away. 5,
Decade.
No, you secured it. I was like
3,
80% sure. I'm 99.
2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Jennifer's Body.
Shannon.
Jennifer's Body.
JPO.
Jennifer's Body.
Chris
Jennifer Body.
and Brian.
I put The Grudge.
Oh, almost a clean sweep. It is indeed Jennifer's Body.
That movie rules.
That movie's great.
All right, question number 10. In 2003's Old Boy, how many years was O'Day Sue kidnapped before being released?
Oh my.
And
I
this
had
is
a
a
really-
Hunter special.
I had a really hard time with this movie because I could only find it like streaming at the library, and then not streaming at the library, sorry, DVD at the library, and then that DVD was broken at the end. So there's a huge reveal, and I didn't get to see it. I had to go and like stream it online somewhere. It was a horrible experience. I need to get a Blu-ray.
I sadly saw the
Yes,
movie.
you do.
I feel like you didn't see the ending, and then you end up watching the whole movie, but it was Old Boy Spike Lee.
No, it wasn't.
Pins down, Steve.
15 years.
Shannon.
15 years.
JPO.
Sweet, that math made sense to me. So I said 15.
Chris.
Let's say 8.
And Brian.
I put Red out 38 out.
So close. It was 15 years.
Nice.
15 years. Good job.
After 10, Hunter, I believe the score is Steve with 6, Shannon and JPO both with 7, Chris with 3, and then Brian with 2.
That's what I have.
Cool.
Me too.
All right, question 11. Who plays Stelios, a young, spirited, and highly skilled Spartan soldier in 300? So, Chad, thoughts on 300?
It's okay. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a very long time. It's not something that I go back to often.
I'm with you on this, actually.
4.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I think
it's
it's
overrated.
usually overrated.
1.
And yeah, we're all in
Hands
agreement.
down, Steve.
3 of us.
Was it Michael Fassbender?
And Shannon.
Michael Fassbender.
And JPO.
I said Rodrigo Santoro.
Ooh, wait,
Chris.
don't erase it.
I'm not gonna race it.
And
And Brian.
So I put Josh Hartnett.
The fuck? No.
The correct,
What is
correct
it?
answer is Michael Fassbender.
He said
Okay, well I put an extra syllable.
Under.
No.
Oh, he said Fassbender.
I got
Okay.
get him and
All right.
the old the director messed up.
Yeah.
All right, move on to question 12.
I'm correct. Shannon did not get that point, correct?
Yes, he
No.
did not.
Okay,
No.
cool. Just making sure. All right. Question number 12. What 2000 horror movie stars Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer?
Would never have thought that these two would be in a horror movie.
I know, and I still haven't seen this one. I wasn't that
Me
into
neither.
horror when I
If
was.
you want to be mostly bored for 2 hours, get to it.
Gotcha.
Got it.
At
5,
least that's what the
4,
10-year-old me review was.
3,
I have never gone back.
1. Pins down, Steve
What Lies Beneath?
then
and Shannon.
Yeah, I do believe it was directed by Robert Zemeckis. What Lies Beneath.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And JPO.
What lies beneath?
And Chris.
I did again. I've heard the movie before, but just for the bullet.
And Brian.
Probably go Herbert correct. What lies beneath?
That is correct. And yes, indeed directed by Robert Zemeckis, funny enough.
Interesting.
All right, question 13. In V for Vendetta, Evie's parents were detained when she was what age?
Yerks.
Oh my! I hate the age question.
I'm with you, Chris. I was 33 when I hated these age questions.
I was this many years old.
I was thinking you
8
would
years
do
old when I found out.
V for Vendetta question, but it's not one I have written down for any purpose.
I absolutely love this movie. I'm gonna try to rewatch it soon to see if it still holds up. 5.
I've been on a roller coaster with this one. I'm currently where I don't love it that much, but It might
one.
throw back on.
Pins down, Steve.
Damn. Next time you go to rewatch it, just watch the wrestler instead.
Ocho?
Shannon.
8.
Ooh.
JPO.
I said 6.
Chris.
It's at 5.
And Brian.
Please say
There's a goal rule, but help me. 3.
Ooh.
Dirty sweep. The correct answer is 12. She was 12.
Oh shit!
12,
We all went too young.
How old she was.
All right.
Question number 14. In Little Miss Sunshine, why couldn't Dwayne become a pilot?
This is a movie I haven't seen, but I've heard a lot about.
There's a lot of movies you haven't seen in the 2000s, Hunter. You need to catch up, buddy.
Yeah, to be fair, I was
another
kind of
one.
young in the 2000s.
High on the watch list. Like literally, move it up your watch
This
list.
is one of my favorite movies ever, and I would have given this the best picture, but I'm not that big of a Departed fan. Most people disagree.
5,
I actually interviewed
won
the
that
director.
year.
2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
He is colorblind.
Shannon.
I said failed eye test.
And JPO.
Oh yeah, colorblind.
Chris.
He is colorblind.
And Brian.
He is colorblind.
All right.
I don't really want to give it to Shannon just because I feel like colorblind was part of the answer.
I understand, yeah.
Okay.
No discussion in the
fine.
movie about the colorblind thing. That way.
All right. Question. At the beginning of Cinderella Man, James is forced to give up his boxing career due to what specific injury?
This is a movie I just got to recently, and I loved it. I was
watched
like,
it once when I was
"Holy crap."
younger. I gotta rewatch it because I love sports dramas, so this is right up my alley.
I watched it because I was doing a Paul Giamatti Rankum. I think JPO was there
Oh,
actually, and I
sweet.
was
Yeah,
like,
you're right, too.
"Holy shit, Cinderella Man, dude!"
That's his
Rules.
first nomination
4.
after he got screwed over for Sideways.
One.
Repeat.
Using your repeat. All right. At the beginning of Cinderella Man, James is forced to give up his boxing career due to what specific injury? Yeah, I just got done watching The Holdovers, and my God, Paul Giamatti is incredible in that film.
I agree.
I love that movie so much.
By the way, he's getting the Oscar.
I think he is too. Yeah, Steve.
I would
Definitely.
not be upset if he did, but I'm still rooting for Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer.
Cillian definitely is great in
It's gonna
Oppenheimer,
be
but
I think Giamatti's even better.
I agree. I think Giamatti's even better.
Pins down, Steve.
Brian Danielson had a cracked orbital bone, so I'm going with that.
Shannon.
I just went with eye.
And JPO.
Concussions.
And Chris.
Also to injury to his eyes.
And Brian.
No, I just put he hurt his arm.
Dirty
All right,
sweep.
so I have, dirty sweep, because I have broken hand, a broken hand.
That's not bad hand.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, at the end of 15, I have Jordan with 9, Steve with 9, Shannon with 8, Chris with 5, and Brian with 4.
That's what I have. All right.
All right.
Moving on to question 16. What is the name of the mysterious figure in a rabbit costume that tells Donnie that the world is ending in Donnie Darko? Another one of my favorite movies.
Oh, man. Another Hunter special, getting deep into the plot.
Well,
Kind of.
it's a character name.
Yeah, it's not as bad. So
IMDb.
It's not geography, right? Right, Jordan? Am I right?
Or a background question, which I am famous for, apparently.
Or a number question.
5,
Scratch my back.
4,
Ice
3,
Nine kills.
Repeat, please.
2. Repeat.
All right, repeat. We have What is the name of the mysterious figure in a rabbit costume that tells Donnie that the world is ending in Donnie Darko?
So I
I think
watched this
so.
movie, I think, twice, and I like it. I don't know if I love it.
I love it. And
I have the Blu-ray.
That's
There's
awesome.
Anyone seen the sequel?
No.
S. Darko, I
There's
did
a
not.
sequel?
Yes,
S.
there's a
Don't
Darko,
see it.
yeah.
unfortunately.
Fuck.
It's a movie
It's like
that's
10 years later, none of the same creators or stars, just cash in
What?
to cash in.
Pins down Steve
Frank.
That's not right.
and Shannon.
I just remember Robbie.
JPO.
Slim.
Chris.
Johnny the
Let's
Bad Guy. No.
And Brian.
Harvey.
Now that
Alright,
is a
so
good guess.
Different rabbit.
Harvey, and then I like Robbie the Rabbit. So, but yeah, Steve is
Robbie
correct.
the
It was Frank.
Nice.
It is indeed Frank. All
That
right, your
means
next
Steve is
question.
taking the lead. I just wanted to say. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Next
Question 17.
All right, it's yours.
Who plays Detective Sean Devine in Mystic River? Did I say his last name correct?
I don't know. Probably not. Maybe it's Devine.
Devine is how it's spelled.
Devin?
It's like Adam Devine.
This is a great movie. I love this movie.
It is really good.
It's will wreck you emotionally at the end.
Oh
At
yeah,
the beginning, it wrecks you emotionally. You kidding me?
That's true.
the whole movie's depressing. 5,
Yeah, it is.
4,
The only
3,
Christian movie
It's
I
a
have yet.
great comedy romp, I thought.
1. Hands down, Steve.
You need 7 degrees for this. Kevin Bacon.
Between 6 degrees, get him
Shannon.
out of here.
You know what I mean?
Kevin Bacon.
And JPO.
Kevin, eggs, and bacon.
And Chris.
With the other one, with Sean Penn.
And Brian.
It's not bad. I put Liam Neeson.
Mm.
The correct answer is Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Hamon.
All right, moving on to 18. Who plays the CEO of By and Large in Wall-E?
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Wall-E.
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 The only movie to get a animated movie to get a Criterion release.
Really? That's surprising.
I know. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wait, the only animated or Disney movie? Because I think
So it might only be Disney, yeah.
Yeah, Forbidden Planet, I think, is a Criterion.
You're right.
Too.
I think maybe he mentioned Pixar movie, maybe.
It's still like only like a few though. It's crazy.
mhm.
5.
There's like no Ghibli
4,
movies that could go.
3.
Criterion.
Really? 2.
Would be,
None
no.
of them are on
1.
there.
Mhm.
Pins down, Steve.
Fred Willard.
Shannon.
Fred Willard.
JPO.
I only remember Jeff Garland was there for some reason.
Chris.
I tried to remember Fred Willard name. I just said, "Well, don't be dad." I just couldn't remember the actor.
And Brian.
Very overrated movie, Fred Willard.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Correct.
He's right. I don't know about very, but I'm with over it.
I love Wall-E, but yeah, Jeff Garland plays the captain of the ship.
That's the only dude I can think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up is
All
over.
right.
All right.
Oh.
Question 19. In Hot Fuzz, the axe-wielding figure murders 2 people who are the lead of an amateur production of what famous play?
Hunter, this is my favorite question that you wrote.
Yeah, don't start that.
The slate.
Thank you.
I love Cornetto, so
I definitely wrote it with you in mind. I was like, I could go Shaun of the Dead, but I've asked a lot of those. Let's go Hot Fuzz for once.
Hot Fuzz is amazing.
Hot take. This is my favorite. This is better than Shaun of the Dead. Hot take.
This is my favorite.
I
I
might
don't
agree
agree.
with
That's
you.
a hot take. I don't agree. It's a hot take. I feel they're very close.
Oh, they
I
are.
agree
Yep.
with that. Yeah,
The whole trilogy is
4,
rules. In my
3,
opinion.
yeah, agree with that as well.
1.
Not a big fan of The World's End. Sorry.
I think
Steve.
an easily third, but I still like it a lot.
The only crime that was committed that night was the murder of Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet.
Shannon.
Romeo and Juliet.
JPO.
A challenge. You have to put William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Only if I get the point.
Chris.
I mean, more based off the movie more than the play, but it is Romeo and Juliet.
And Brian.
Yeah, wrong Shakespeare play. Put Macbeth.
Right.
Ooh, Romeo and Juliet is the correct answer.
All right. Question number 20. Antoine Fuqua directed Bruce Willis or Bruce Willie in what 2003 action thriller movie?
Deep cut, buddy. Deep cut.
Yep.
Holy shit.
This is a Hunter question.
Nah, Hunter's question would be like, all right, who is in the middle of the forest as Bruce Willis is moving towards?
Fair, but he did write this question.
Okay.
I did indeed write this question. I'm
a
getting
Hunter
better.
question, but it's not a Hunter type question.
Okay.
There you go. 5, 4,
Ice
3,
Nine kills.
2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
I'm forever going to remember Ice Nine kills because of Hunter. Tears of the Sun.
That is correct.
Oh.
Shannon.
Got that wrong. I went with hostage.
JPO.
Really, Shannon? Hostage? Jesus. Hostage?
Chris.
I'm too embarrassed to show my answer, but not it.
And Brian.
During 2002 business, so I remember the Rock West Go Wild.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Great action thriller. Great action thriller.
Great action thriller.
The answer was Tears of the Sun, and also if you write Ice Nine Kills, Hunter will just give you the point
Yay.
Yeah, obviously.
for future
All
reference.
right, so at the end of 20 questions, I have Steve in the lead with 14, Jordan at 11, Shannon at 11, Chris at 6, and Brian at 5.
That's what I have as well. Moving on to question number 21.
Directed 2007's American Gangster.
Oh,
My marker is going out,
Maybe.
and I'm trying to keep track of scores. This is not good.
My man.
This is a really good movie.
I'm sort of on it
Oh, the score
5,
on the
Yeah.
game.
4,
on the game.
2,
I'm in score.
1.
Both.
Pins down, Steve.
Ridley Scott.
Shannon.
Ridley Scott.
JPO.
Ridley Scott.
Chris.
One of his last few good movie, Ridley Scott.
That's not
Ooh.
true.
And
Ooh,
Brian.
that's-
Great Ridley Scott.
Clean sweep.
Yep. And question number 22 is, who plays General Ed Finnick in Inglourious Bastards?
I had another question in mind, but that one seemed too easy, so I went with this one instead.
General Ed Finnick.
Oh, no, Jordan.
I hope
This
I
might
can
be.
get-
This is like my third favorite Tarantino film.
Okay, what's above it?
I have Pulp Fiction at
Pulp.
1, and then
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at number 2, and then
Oh,
Inglourious Basterds.
Really?
Ooh,
No.
Once Upon a
No.
Time in Hollywood is my number 1, so there you go.
Oh.
Wow.
Really?
Great movie, yes.
Wow, look at
I
that.
absolutely love
I
that
like
movie.
it.
5,
I like
my
it.
bottom
here.
Yeah.
3.
I'm with Steve on
Two.
this. It still
One.
say something because I like it a lot. That's
I like
not
it a
good.
lot,
Pins
but it's my
down.
bottom.
For him,
Steve.
it's bottom tier.
Jordan, please tell me you got Mike Myers.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Shannon.
Harvey Keitel.
JPO.
Well, now I don't know what to think because I do have Mike Myers.
All right, cool.
Chris.
Eggs in the basket. Mike Myers.
And Brian.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers is the correct answer. All right, question number 23. In Mean Girls, Gretchen Wieners is rich and popular because her father invented what famous food item? I was watching Mean Girls last night. It's so good.
We watched it like the other night. That movie rules. It's a classic.
It still holds up too.
Oh, it totally does. I loved it. I wrote a Mean Girls question, and then I read your Mean Girls question, and I was like, nope, yours is better.
Can we?
Oh,
Instead?
What, Jordan?
We do yours instead.
Oh, no. Mine might have been
This is a-
easier.
This is one of
I
my
enjoy
favorite
different
like
stuff
subtle
like that.
jokes in the movie. It's so funny.
Sally did check it
5,
out in the freaking
4,
remake.
3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Oh yeah, did your father invent the Slim Jim?
Shannon.
I said Pringles.
JPO.
Hot pocket.
Chris.
Is this good?
And Brian.
Toaster strudels.
Toastal strudel is the correct answer.
Oh,
I got that wrong.
Diarrhea
he says with such
pocket.
oomph that he was right. Diarrhea pocket. What about our Spanish market? Caliente
Sally
pocket.
did point out in the remake.
Can I get a hot pocket and a hot pocket? And a hot pocket, a hot pocket.
All right, your next question.
Be dead by dinner. Yes. Who starred in and directed the Southern Gothic psychological thriller Frailty?
My dad showed me this movie, and I instantly fell in love with this movie. It's so
This
good.
Is a good dad movie. Yeah.
It really is.
Oh,
It is.
shit.
I try to watch it once a year, like right around his birthday,
You got
as
this.
a kind of a
nice.
homage to
I
him.
didn't know you had
That's
that
one of his favorite
connection.
movies.
I didn't know you had
Yeah,
that
we-
connection to Frailty, Hunter. Nice. That's so sweet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
All right, all right. I believe my answer is Bill Paxton.
Oh my.
And Shannon.
Bill Paxton.
And JPO.
I was riding Pullman, but I changed it to Paxton.
Thank God.
And Chris.
I certainly know the writer had could have think. I did never think Frailty.
And Brian.
I put over Rodriguez.
Bill Paxton is the correct answer.
I thought Steve was going to say McConaughey, who's in the movie.
That was the trick. All right, your final question of this round. Who plays Papa Doc, a.k.a. Clarence, the leader of the free world in 8 Mile?
His real name's Clarence.
Clarence. What's
Do
it?
it.
Clarence
Come
has 2 great parents, and Clarence's parents has a real good marriage.
I definitely watched it for the first time last year. I liked it.
Boy.
5,
Better than Pringles,
4,
by the way?
3.
Stacks.
Two, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Anthony Mackie.
And Shannon.
I went with Mackay Pfeiffer.
And Jordan.
Yeah, it's Mackie. Anthony Mackie.
And Chris.
Had the best scene in the movie, Anthony Mackie.
Oh, yeah.
And Brian.
Yeah, Falcon himself, Atsumaki.
And
All
Chris,
right.
wait. One person was incorrect, right? Was Shannon?
Yeah, I was incorrect.
Yeah.
But also, Chris was double correct because that is the best scene in the movie.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Actually,
So at
that's
the end of 20 questions, you want to go ahead and give the scores.
the end of 25, right? And so we have Steve with 18 in the lead, Shannon with 13, Jordan close behind Steve with 15, Chris at 10, and Brian with 9.
That's what I have.
All right. Great. So these next 5 are gain a point, lose a point. And if there's a tie at the end of that, then we have more questions for a sudden death.
Yep.
And we'll just see how this plays out.
Question: if you don't give an answer, do you lose points as well, or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
gain
a
a
loophole
point if
here.
you were blank. It's like
Just double checking.
this fucking guy.
All right. Question 26, Chad. Go ahead
All
and give them the first question.
Oh, Hunter, I didn't even read this question, but I just did, and I love this question too. All right, question
Thank
number
you.
26. In Holes, Stanley Yelnats is sentenced to how long at Camp Green Lake for apparently stealing basketball shoes?
These are the type of questions I love asking because it's at the beginning of the movie. You know the sentence, but do you know
I'll take a repeat on
how much it is?
please.
All right, repeat. In Holes, Stanley Yelnats is sentenced to how long at Camp Green Lake for apparently stealing basketball shoes? This book and
This
this movie
movie-
rules.
I hate answering.
This movie was
I hate that.
way darker than I remembered it being.
Yeah,
This
But
might
I
be-
Like
was
there
a
was like
huge-
murder plots and things like that.
but I was like a huge Even Stevens fan, so of course I was going to Holes.
Shia.
I love that book too. So yeah,
You know
Also
what
has
Daniel-
Dulé Hill from Psych in it.
Dulé Hill. Yeah, yup.
Dulé
Who
Hill High.
else is that?
5.
Eartha Kitt,
Two.
Weaver, Voight. No,
One.
that's that.
Pins down, Steve
That's too damn bad. I think I got 6 months.
and Shannon.
I went with a year.
JPO,
Oh shit! I probably raised 6 for 10.
Chris,
I said 2 years.
and Brian.
I put 5 years.
The correct answer is 18 months.
Oh, okay.
Nobody.
So no one got that right.
No.
Everybody also lost one. Yeah.
Great question that did nothing. Huh.
All right, Hunter.
All
whenever
right.
you're ready.
Your next question. Who directed Monkey Bone?
The brilliant movie Monkey Bone.
I have seen this movie once, and I never want to go back and rewatch it.
I never saw it, but I mean, I remember when it came out.
I don't think I do.
Oh,
Were you not? No, you were born.
You were born.
I mean, I was born. I was way young, though.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
Put Monkey Bone on in front of the baby.
1. Pins down. Steve.
Henry Salick.
Oh, freaking
Shannon.
Oh,
hell.
is it really?
Henry Selick.
Evidently it is.
And Jordan.
I said Frank Oz. Seemed like something he could do.
And Chris.
I put Robert Rodriguez because kind of crazy shit he usually do.
And Brian.
same person's best friend, Henry Selick.
Henry Selick is the correct answer.
Hold on.
Do we want-
Quick question.
Yes.
What are you gonna say,
What's up?
Chad?
I was gonna say, do we want to give it to Steve because he said Salick?
He did say Salick. Just
He did.
throwing it out
He
there.
said it.
Did he
I-
did he say Salick?
Yes, he
Well, I
did.
mean-
Yeah, say.
Did you erase the board already?
Yeah,
I saw it too, though. Yeah, he said Salick. So that's what you guys, if you accept.
Yeah.
It's
Do
different.
we
It's
want to
up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Selick versus Salick? Yeah, I think I would
it's
not.
Salick.
Pronunciation is
say.
off.
Yeah.
It could be a different name, so I would say no. I didn't clearly hear what he said, but if that's what he said, then we
I
can't
heard
award
Salick.
the point
Well,
to him.
It's not necessarily the way he said it, was just how he spelled it on the board,
Mhm.
which is how, like, we did that previously with Shannon with Fassbender.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so yeah. We
That's
won't
fine.
be awarding Steve that point.
um,
All right, question 28.
13.
Can I get it? Can I get a score update? So it's just a clear confusion.
Yeah, I believe, Hunter, I believe the score is now 16. Steve 16. Shannon and JPO are both at 13. Chris is at 8, and Brian is at 9.
That's what I have.
Cool. All right. So now the next question is: in Sky High,
Yes.
what is the name of the pyrokinetic student that Will has a conflict with?
This movie should be remade today. Imagine how great it would be. Make it a
This
TV
is-
series.
This is the 128.
That's an idea, Hunter. You should.
I gotta
like,
watch this
a
movie.
streaming
You should
series?
go straight.
Series?
You should go straight to Hollywood, buddy, and pitch
It
that.
should either make a TV. It should make a TV series for this on Disney Plus.
I love Hunter, who has nothing to do with the property, just goes to different studios. Guys, I got an idea. Do you own it? No, but you should really do it.
Guys, I have an idea.
Get the fuck
What?
out of here. What are you doing?
Pins down, Steve
Call security.
Purple.
and Shannon.
I said Infernal.
JPO.
I worked with a wrestler named Torture. That sounds cool.
And Chris.
Went with regular name at Austin.
And Brian.
Call up Wide Jersey, War and Peace.
War and Peace is correct.
Brian, the only one to get that point this time.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's 128 evidently.
It is. I love this film.
All right. Question 29. Who voices Raphael in 2007's TMNT?
Oh, crackers.
The voice cast on this movie is insane.
I just freaking care.
Kevin Smith is the cook. Oh, we could have asked that.
I think these last two questions are critical.
I think I'm gonna have to make one.
Oh, yeah. 5, 4,
Repeat,
3,
please.
2. All right. Using another repeat. Who voices Raphael in 2007's TMNT? Thoughts on the Turtle franchise as a whole,
Oh.
Chad?
Whoever
It's okay.
maybe.
I haven't seen the new one,
I agree.
The new one is fantastic.
but I really want to.
Mutant Mayhem is my favorite in the franchise.
I want to
like
see
Red
it.
Splinter.
I feel like you either are just a huge Turtles fan or it's okay.
You're just kind of iffy about it,
Yeah.
I think the 90s are overrated, as some people know.
too.
Yeah.
People put that 90s on a pedestal that it's just not deserved.
I went with Corey Feldman.
Shannon.
I went with the original voiceover person, Rob Paulson.
The King.
JPO.
I said Chris Evans.
With that.
Chris.
I went with what it's kind of sound like Frank Willow.
And Brian.
Is it James Earl Taylor?
Dirty sweep. The correct answer is Nolan North.
Ah, that's my second.
Oh, shit. He's a voice actor guy. Okay.
No.
All
Yeah,
right.
That was my other guess.
The final question here in regulation is.
Can we get the final score? Can we get the score before we?
I mean, it's pretty. You pretty much already won, Steve.
Okay.
The score is,
All right.
the score is Steve with 14, Shannon and JPO with 11, Chris with 6, and Brian with 9. Does that sound right, Hunter?
That's what I have. Yep.
Yes.
All
The
right.
twist, this final question is 12 points, so.
Exactly. No. All right. Who directed 2001's Moulin Rouge?
Not a single Eternal Sunshine question. Bullshit.
No, I predict good questions.
This is my favorite movies with this director.
This movie looked annoying and I never watched it.
I've heard this film was a director.
I'm not really a big musical guy. Like, there's some that I really like. I have never seen this. 5,
It's
4,
fucking cocaine
3.
fueled and just insane, dude. It's so weird.
Cocaine.
More than
Pins
Great
down
Gatsby, though?
Steve.
More cocaine fueled than Great Gatsby, though. I don't doubt it. Baz Luhrmann.
Kinda.
Jordan. Or, I mean, Shannon. I'm sorry.
Baz Luhrmann.
Now Jordan.
Remember when he had that song on the Now CD called Sunscreen? Baz Luhrmann?
Chris.
No, I spelled his last name one that had Bond Lemon.
And
Kevin
Brian.
Smith and Marcus faded. I prefer Elvis for this director. Baz Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann is the correct answer.
All right.
And with that, and your winner, Steve Mesa. Give us the final scores, Chad.
Yep. Final score was Steve with 15, Shannon and JPO with 12, Chris with 5, and Brian with 10. Does that sound accurate?
That sounds accurate to me. That's what I have on my board.
All right. So, so Steve won again. Steve, do you have another category in mind? Is it Adam Sandler?
It is not.
Okay.
So we're gonna go back one more decade, and we're gonna do the 1990s, baby.
All right.
Ooh, the 90s.
All right. Steve with the decades. Let's do it. That sounds like fun.
That's gonna be fun. So in 2 weeks' time, we will be back with another one. We will put the information out on the Facebook group as soon as possible to get names. Steve is automatically added into the next match, and then we will randomly pick 4 more competitors for him to go against. All right,
That's
Chad, should we go around and let everyone plug anything they want to plug?
Sure.
Let's
Yeah.
start with the winner, Steve Mesa. Go ahead and do your plugs, brother.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen. It's an honor to be the back-to-back Workhorse champion. And you know, if things start to continue, I might never stop stopping. No, in all seriousness, these guys are awesome competitors. They're, they gave me a run for my money, with my blood diamonds and my misnames and my Salix and my Ice 9 kills. So I got, not every once in a while do I have a name attached to a wrestling event, but my name is attached to a wrestling event. Mesa Media presents Wrestlers Lab Showabunga 2 Mecha Mayhem. Yes, that's right. You heard it here. Steve Mesa of Mesa Media will be presenting a wrestling show live from Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, where I will be there live, front and center as the key marquee sponsor. So check that out at Wrestlers Lab on X, Wrestlers Lab on Facebook, and Wrestlers Lab at Instagram. Check out all the stuff that's going on. It's going to be a hell of a time, and it's basically named after we were talking about it, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Showabunga, dude.
Awesome. Shannon, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I will plug. We'll do a little plugging for Jordan up front because I am, as this recording, the newly minted ASAT champion, and I look forward to defending that title very soon. But yeah, I'll be around all the trivia spots, and you can check me out on my letterbox, Mr. Shannon B. And that's all.
All right, sweet. JPO, please do your plugs, brother.
Oh boy, let me try to ramble through these real quick. First, the Pierce Co. I just mentioned we got the ASAT champ here, former champ here. All these people have played a little bit of ASAT in the past here. That's some movie trivia that we do. We're starting the yearly tournament as well. We're going to try to get that more underway in the coming weeks, as well as countdowns. We just talked about the worst movies of last year. We're about to talk about the best TV shows of last year coming up very soon on that channel. Also over at Pierce Wrestling, we have some wrestling trivia there. Our kind of like Roman Reigns, Chris Cass defense this week. He's been the champ at that league for like 2 years as well. He's a crazy wrestling mind. He's like the Steve Mesa, but of wrestling. Steve Mesa also appears on that channel too. He's really good too. But yeah, and then that's the other channel, Movie Here Network. I pop up on there from time to time as well. Thursdays, Lonely Marks, Malcolm stuff, Full Metal. I'll be popping up on. And hey, screw you, Steve. I also do wrestling stuff. So yeah, February, let's see, what is it? February 9th, Friday, February 9th, Real Pro Wrestling returns to Fort Myers, Florida. We're going to have a great show there. And I'll be there, front and center. Yeah.
Awesome. Chris Diaz, please do your plugs.
What pro wrestling event are you promoting, Chris?
The page.
We need 2,000 bucks for maybe I'll stop wrestling. But find me here there anyway. Letterboxd, Shop Out Trivia, Every Night Trivia League, and other stuff about. I did be facing this guy down here pretty soon, a bloodbath, because he been calling me out, but really bizarre reason on comment section. It just needs to end sooner or later. So watch out for that event. Light out. Can you find me anywhere else? Letterboxd, I just been catch up with everything from last year, and then I been watching a lot of the January movies, unlike a lot of people lately with January. It seems like a Letterboxd.
All right, and Brian, where can people find you?
Yeah, first off, I'm glad to be Diaz here tonight. For plugs, you can find me on the Pierce Code doing trivia there. I'm in the tournament. Lifestyle Trivia, Movie Her Network. I'm scheduled to be on the Treachery 3 last year's Part 1 episode. Del Pickle Movie Network, home of Best Faction Pizza Planet with Pizza Papa there. I'm making my debut soon in Multiplex, and that's pretty much where you can find me.
And my co-host Chad Webb, go ahead and do your plugs, brother.
I'll just keep this brief. Check out Chadwick Webb channel on YouTube. Also check out the Dill Pickle Movie Network. Specifically, picture this. And then check out all our other stuff at the over at Welcome to Prime Time on the Nerd Entertainment Network, and that's Letterbox as well.
All right. If you guys did enjoy this, please hit that like button, subscribe to Nerd Entertainment Network down below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good night. Peace.
Do it. Subscribe.